Welcome to Cinematic Recaps. This movie is called Bloodshot. The movie is about Ray Garrison, an elite soldier who was killed in battle. He is brought back to life by an advanced technology that gives him the ability of superhuman strength and fast healing. With his new abilities, he goes after the man who killed his wife, or at least, who he believes killed his wife. He soon comes to learn that not everything he learns can be trusted. The true question is, can he even trust himself? Sit back and enjoy to see what happens. Kenya's Mombasa, there is a hostage crisis developing. Before facing the primary target, Marine Ray Garrison raids the compound where the crooks are hiding out and eliminates them one by one. Ray needs to lower his firearm because he is aiming it at the hostage. In order to liberate the captive, he baits the target into moving his rifle so that he can seize his handgun and shoot at him. Gina receives Ray when he gets back home. Before being ambushed by trespassers later, they enjoy a peaceful evening together alone. When Martin Axe, one of the intruders, knocks Ray out with a tranquilizer, Ray makes an effort to fight them off. Later, with Axe wondering who gave him the tip regarding the circumstances in Mombasa, Ray awakens while still restrained to a chair. When Axe brings out a captured Gina to pressure Ray into providing an explanation, Ray argues that he doesn't know. Axe uses a nail gun to shoot Gina in the brain while Ray maintains he has no idea. When Ray gives up and suggests that they just kill him, Axe shows up and shoots him in the face. In a testing facility for the business RST, Ray awakens. The doctor and his aide are introduced to him. Ray is informed by Harding that although he was slain, his corpse was filled with tiny microbots known as nanites, allowing it to recover from severe wounds. While Harding exposes Ray to other troops who have RST implants or prosthetics, such as Jimmy Dalton, who uses prosthetic legs, and Tibbs, who has an implant that lets him to see everything at once. KT has her own transplant that helps her to breathe. When Ray puts his new body to the test, he discovers that he also has superhuman power. Ray converses with KT, who is aware of his feelings of overwhelm caused by all these recent revelations and the lack of a family to accept his body. The Talking Heads song Psycho Killer is playing when Ray and Gina are having a drink together, and Ray is reminded of Axe killing him and Gina because the song was playing while he was questioning them. He starts to lose it, so he uses his ability to hack into a computer system to locate Axe before setting out to find him. Harding makes an effort to stop Ray, but he is already pursuing Axe. He confronts Axe and his men in a tunnel and engages them in combat, even recovering from some severe gunshot wounds. Axe acknowledges Ray and begs for his life, but Ray is uninterested and kills Axe by shooting him. Ray travels to a location in the morning where KT, Dalton, and Tibbs pick him up. Dalton enters to provoke him and make the absurd claim that Gina isn't actually dead after bringing him back to RST and strapping him to a bed. Ray is knocked out, and Harding arranges for every detail, including the hostage situation and Ray's capture, to be differently reenacted because the entire incident was a fabrication. They use Nick Barry's face instead of Axe's as the captor and start acting according to a slightly modified script. The only person opposed to the plan is KT, since she is aware that Ray is being exploited without his will. The connection between them all is then shown via a picture of Harding with Axe and Barry's. Ray pursues Barry's after going through the motions once more as Harding and his staff look on and seem alarmed. Ray consents to being taken prisoner by Barry's soldiers so that he can enter his complex. Harding, the others, and the surveillance cameras catch Barry's coder Wilfred Wiggins giving Barry's an EMP to use against Ray if necessary. Barry's men are attacked by Ray, who kills them before killing Barry's himself, but Wiggins presses the EMP button, rendering Ray helpless and cutting out all electricity within a 20-mile radius. Ray is taken by Wiggins, who uses a strong electrical charge to awaken him. He admits to Ray that he was essentially made to work for Barry's, yet he still desires to assist Ray. He describes to Wiggins having the identical memory with a different killer's face. Ray understands Harding has been employing him to hunt out numerous RST defectors, since this is consistent with a report Wiggins heard about a hired murderer being dispatched. Wiggins thinks that if he searches for Gina, Harding will simply reset his memory and place Wiggins's face on the murder victim's body this time. He also knows Gina is alive. A sample of Ray's nanite's blood is given to Wiggins for analysis. Ray borrows one of Wiggins' vehicles and finds Gina's place. Though he believes they are still married, she is pleased to see him. 5 years have passed since their last encounter, and they reportedly split up amicably, according to Gina. Ray is devastated because she got remarried and now has 2 kids of her own. Dalton follows him as he flees, but Ray is able to have a truck hit him, shattering his artificial legs. One of Harding's men takes out Ray, tells KT to pursue Wiggins, and even turns off her breathing device to show that he means business. Before killing his soldiers, KT locates Wiggins and knocks him out. Knowing Ray is furious and that he is aware of the truth, Harding locates Ray and forces him to participate in a simulation in which he must disclose his business. Ray swears that he will no longer be in control of Harding, but Harding presents himself as having done what was required and what was good for Ray. At RST, where the nanites are being extracted, his body turns up. When Harding gets back to work, KT informs him that Wiggins has fled, and Harding decides to suspend the nanite extraction and send Ray to find Wiggins. Ray is once more placed in the hostage scenario by Harding, but KT steps in to help Ray see what is actually going on. Harding tries to silence her, but she discloses that in order to escape his control, she convinced Wiggins to take away Harding's access to her implant. When Ray awakens from the simulation and escapes, he sends Dalton and Tibbs after him. As he pursues Ray, Dalton puts artificial arms on his back. Before one of them starts to calm things down, the 3 start fighting near an elevator. Tibbs perishes as Dalton attempts to take down the elevator, but Ray uses all of his strength to pull Dalton down with him. They both crash, but only Ray survives unhurt. He finds Harding in the street, where the bad guy attacks Ray with a grenade. When it blows him up, he begins to regenerate, but Wiggins notices that the nanites are being depleted, meaning that if Ray is hit again, he won't be able to recover this time. The following grenade Harding throws is intercepted by Ray, who shoots it deep into the target. He snatches Harding and throws the grenade, killing both of them. Wiggins finds Ray's body, revives him, and manages to reprogram the nanites in his body. The 3 ride off to resume their collaborative work with KT, and that is the end of this movie. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for daily updates of movie recaps like this. Comment what movie you want next. Thanks for watching.